Hey everyone, so we had a request for a video yesterday, which was from Java Aquatics on YouTube. Um, the request was for more sort of in-depth species-focused videos, sort of like profiles, just talking about how to keep them, my experiences with them, all that kind of thing. So we're going to start off sort of a little series. I don't know really how long it's going to be or whatever, but we're going to start off this series today with the Neolamprologus Brevis shell dwellers. But if you have any other sort of fish or anything you want to see me talk about, just let me know. We can chuck it on the list, and I'll get that all going. I got a few in my head lined up for the next little while for different fish I want to do. But yeah, we'll get cruising on that. And then yeah, if you have any other video ideas in general for stuff you want to see, just let me know. I'm more than happy to kind of do that, because I mean, I'm here for you at the end of the day. So yeah, we'll jump on in with the Brevis. So yeah, I mean, there we go. So here's my group. I should stop wearing white shirts. It's not great for the old reflection. But there they are. They're thinking they're probably going to get fed, I think, which is why they're all a bit grumpy. But yeah, they're cruising around. Obviously, so these guys essentially make their homes in shells, like these empty snail shells here, like you can see there. So what they do is they kind of go inside it. I don't know if he's going to duck in soon. But what they do is they duck inside it, and like they sleep in there, they breed in there, they seek shelter in there if there's some sort of danger or something like that. Oh, there we go. Got scared of the camera. But yeah, so they're super interesting, and they're super fun fish to keep because they've got such interesting behaviors. Like there's just fish that just live in shells. It's so weird. But yeah, so there they are. So I'll just run through a bit of a quick fire facts of these guys. So they are tangic and cichlids. So what they need is they need a higher pH. So like I think the pH in this tank's like 8.5 or something last time I checked, but it doesn't need to be that high. But like sort of 7.5 plus is what I'll be looking at for these guys. The way we increase it here is just using this is the aragonite sand, which just basically buffers up the water and maintains quite a high pH for them, which is good. The tank size on these guys, I mean, you'd be fine in like a 1 foot or 10 gallon or 40 litre tank. You could get just a pair, but I mean, as many as the more you want, obviously the bigger tank you're going to need, but that would kind of be where I'd say would be the minimum for just a pair of these guys, just for some quite interesting behavior and everything. They make a great desktop type fish, or like a pet fish or that kind of thing. So yeah, and then as far as feeding goes, these guys are very easy to feed. Basically, they'll eat anything you offer. So what I feed this lot in particular is they pretty much just get live baby brine shrimp, rapashi, grub pie, and the odd bit of like frozen tubifex. But like flakes, pellets, whatever, they'll pretty much just smash whatever you offer. So they're not difficult in that regard. So yeah, and then the tank mates. So in this tank here, I've got the Chromistic feldi. So they're like a blue with black stripe jewelry. They're really cool. They're one of my favorites. Not the world's most common fish, but they're so pretty. You could also do one of those guys there. That's a Jewelry transcriptus, but like any of the jewelries will be fine. One thing people do try, which I would probably not advise unless you really know what you're doing, would be the Neolamprologus lupi. They're like the yellow, what do they call them? Yellow lemon cichlid is the common name, I think. They basically, their niche in the wild is pulling shell dwellers out the shells and eating the fry. And so in the tank setting, they can be alright, but they can also be a little bit rough on them. You can basically any of the like smaller tangic and cichlids will be fine. You do have to wait obviously till they're bigger than mouth size, but I mean some of your options would be like, for example, your 5-bar Lamprologus, Goldhead compressed seps, any of the Jewelies. I'm sure there's others that I'm forgetting. I'm having a mind blank. I should have written this down, but yeah. And then maybe a more fun one that isn't probably for the beginner, but maybe once you're a bit more experienced, is like you can keep them with Tropheus. So what you'll need to do basically with them, the challenge is the Tropheus obviously are obligate herbivores, which means they can't eat the proteins that the Brevis do, otherwise they get bloat. So what a lot of people do is when they're obviously full size, you just feed the Brevis live baby brine basically exclusively, and then you feed your Tropheus whatever pellet or flake or rapashi or whatever, and then the live baby brine is too small for the Tropheus to see, so then the Brevis go crazy for it, and then the Tropheus eat whatever they normally eat. So yeah, that would be a fun option. You could also do like your guppies and mollies, platies, like your live bearers that like your higher pH. They'll do fine. But yeah, I mean, I would really recommend building a tank around these guys, or the Jewelies or something, just because they're not like the community type fish, being the African cichlids. So they can be a bit. I wouldn't put like your tetras or anything with them. They'll, number one, the pH would cause issues, and number two is they will be pretty rough on them, which is not what you want. But yeah, I think in my opinion the Jewelies would be your best option. Just the colors is, so like these guys will get quite a blue eye, and then the blue on the Jewelies I think goes really nicely together, and they pretty much stay out of each other's way and everything, so yeah. So that would be a good option. The only other thing I think that you should be aware of if you're wanting to get into them in New Zealand is you just want to be really careful about the quality of the ones you're getting. Unfortunately with the Brevis, there is a lot around. Mostly, like, there's one particular retailer and a few breeders and stuff who unfortunately are selling very, very deformed ones. So basically you can see like this is what they're supposed to look like. Everyone's a bit grumpy, but this is what they're supposed to look like. But unfortunately in the New Zealand market there's a lot floating around that are very, very stumpy, like short body almost. And then also you get a lot of them with real crooked faces. Like you can see, like, obviously their mouth is, I don't know if you can see it, I need to get a better camera, but their mouth is obviously like level. But unfortunately there is a lot where like the mouths are just super crooked or like come out the side of their head or that. So yeah, I'd just be very careful about where you're. That's something I definitely check before buying, is just make sure that they're good quality, so that you can obviously get the most out of them, and they can live good lives and everything. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all you really need to know about them. We obviously have our display tank here in the shop, that you're more than welcome to come take a look at. Ask questions, we can feed them for you if you like, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, but bottom line is they are pretty much some of the best fish you can keep. Like so much fun, so pretty, easy to breed, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, if at all possible, I definitely recommend giving it a go. So yeah, if you've got any other questions or that, make sure to let me know. I'm always here. Like, there's one thing I love talking about, it's fish. So yeah, definitely come let me know, and yeah, I'll make sure to keep these videos up if you guys like them. So just let me know what you want to see, and I'm more than happy to do it. So yeah, remember to have fun fish keeping, and leave a like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, all that kind of jazz. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.